Krishna. Ah. Yes, really. Yeah. Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Ki jai. Tarun Govinda, he did not say anything about this.
I met him 50 days ago and
He's busy also, yeah. This is scriptures our sannyasis do not like to hear. Do all have right to Sri Krishna Sankirtan? The question is asked. Certainly Sri Harinam and Godhead, Hari, are not separate entities. They are one entity only. Sri Nam and Nami Krishna are non-different. So it means the name of Krishna, Hari, Ram, Govinda, so many names he has, unlimited. They are not different from the person. Of course, in the material world, we cannot understand. Even devotees very hardly can understand. But the real power is in the name. That's because we must hear Hari Kirtan from those who have realized Nam and Nami, Krishna and Krishna Nam, they are non-different. So Krishna is manifesting there. Leela, form, pastime, all whatever he is, everything. So they are one entity only. Sri Nam and Nami, Krishna, are non-different. Everyone has right to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan. Just as they are all potency in Krishna, so they are all potencies in the holy name of the Lord. A male will do Hari Bhajan. A female cannot do the same. A physical fit person will do Hari Bhajan. A sick person cannot do Hari Bhajan. One without much strength cannot do Hari Bhajan. Such there is no consideration in Sri Nam Sankirtan. He's a mere boy. I am old. I will not chant Harinam with him. I am a learned man. I will not chant Harinam with an idiot. I belong to a high caste. I will not chant Harinam with a low caste born person. There's no such consideration of mind and body in the religion of soul. Sri Krishna Sankirtan. I cannot chant the name of Hari during the period of evacuating stool and urine or in a heart full of sins. There's also no such consideration. In Sri Krishna Sankirtan, one can chant Harinam while leaving stool and urine. Even a sinful person can do Harinam. We will digest sins by chanting Harinam. Those who take shelter of such duplicity cannot chant Harinam. If there be the tendency to commit sins by force of Nam, real Harinam will never come. This is the difference. So, if we are making offense, if our heart is not pure, we can chant, it is not offensive chant, but the real Nam will not manifest. So if there be the tendency to commit sins by force of Nam, real Harinam will never come. This Srila Prabhupada says. And there's another question. I'm a little jiva. I mean, I'm very small, insignificant living being, jiva. How can I serve infinite Godhead? So how can I serve the unlimited? I am an insignificant part, tiny, tiny atom. How can I serve the unlimited? There's no beginning, no end. There's no border. Srila Prabhupada says, I'm a little jiva. I'm not a non-spiritual, spiritual small substance. I am spiritual small substance. This very minor jiva is endowed with capability of serving the infinite. The formation of a spirit is not such that he cannot serve the infinite, as he is minor. As for example, it can be said that a spark, if it gets its source, can burn the entire universe to ashes. I mean, it's just a small spark of fire. If it meets dry wood, it can burn a whole forest or so much harm. In the same way, service to the whole, the Supreme. If a spark, if it gets its source, when he gets in connection with the source, can burn the entire universe to ashes. So powerful is when a pure devotee really has connection with the Supreme Lord. I don't know if we can catch this. If this is possible, we do not know these things. But who knows how this universe is working? Who knows who is in charge? Who is who? We do not know because we are limited. Our eyes and our brain, everything is limited. So what can we understand? So what is service? Is another question asked by disciples. Service is such a thing by which the deities become happy, whereas the tendency for personal pleasure and benefits is enjoyment, means bhoga. So what is a devotee's mood? A real devotee's mood. He wants to always satisfy the deity. Deity means the form, the lower form. By example, if you're a pujari, priest on the altar. If you're serve them, that the deities become happy, that the Lord becomes happy. This is service. But if the tendency for personal happiness, pleasures, and benefits, it is enjoyment, bhoga. So this is everything done for our personal comfort, for our personal pleasure, cannot bring us, connect us with the source or with the Supreme Lord, because we are separated. We separate ourselves. So the Supreme Lord Sri Hari comes to us in this world in two ways. First is Aja. Aja means the form of the deities. Then, second is a Nam, the holy name of the Lord. Those who have faith in the Aja avatar and Nam avatar will get real well-being. So this is, those who have faith, this is the whole thing. We do not have faith. When we are thinking very deeply about our situation, actually we are atheists. We are all atheists. Because we have no faith that he is caring for his devotees, whatever it may be. In all situations, we don't have to worry. He will carry for his devotees. But I had many years ago one elder devotee speaking like this. And yes, it is truth actually. We have no faith. We think always we must interrupt. We have to do the duties. But in one moment this can be finished. And who cares afterwards? For those others, life will go on. Krishna cares for every individual according to their karma. With duplicity, the service to the deities and Nam Sankirtan will not take place. Without the non-duplicitous service to and company of pure devotees, there cannot be our well-being. So with the non-duplicitous service to and a company of pure devotees, there cannot be our well-being. So we need the company of pure devotees. If we want our well-being by deceiving the Godhead and devotee, one cannot attain devotion. Deceiving. This is something, as long as we are not very sincere in our heart and very truthful, we are cheating all the time. We're trying to hide, we're trying to keep something, but we think nobody else knows. But the Lord, He knows. He knows it. We have no faith in Him. He knows everything. He's the witness. He's sitting in our heart. Any moment, He can see everything. The service to the Godhead and its play acting are two separate substances. We will have to take special care for serving the deities of the Lord smoothly. The image is the Supreme Lord direct. That is why any ordinary person cannot serve Sri Vigraha. The worship of deities or cooking cannot be done by salaried persons. Now, paid cooks, they should not cook for the deities. We're trying to avoid this. But in Kali Yuga it's very difficult. The non-duplicious servitor who takes shelter at the lotus feet of the bona fide spiritual master can serve the deities like a Godhead and holy name like Godhead, because service cannot be done by money. Services to the Supreme Lord can be done with loving heart. So loving heart is, everybody has attained loving devotion, service. This is not easy, but we must understand His reality. It is real. He will not reveal to us until we are developing full Shraddha, faith in Him. The very service to Vishnu and Vaishnava is the highest as long as there will be no such firm faith. Till then, there will be no well-being to us. That is why, at first, Sri Vigraha is to be served with special faith. So the form on the altar has to be served to develop this faith. I remember many years ago, many years, 30, 40 years ago, I was worshipping Sadhaka and Sila every day. And suddenly, when I worshipped one day, I offered, as usual, the flowers, and I tried to see the Shila is stone. I tried to see Krishna, but when I looked at him, then suddenly he jumped to my head. I was shocked. What happened? Not physically, but he jumped up. Then I thought, what is this? Then I tried to offer again, he jumped. And it was going on for, I don't know, weeks maybe. Every time I offer something, he jumped at me and said, hey, I'm not stone. I'm sitting in your heart. I am always there. So this is the higher understanding. The other is Kanishta, means beginning level. We get, if the Lord shows like this, and let us understand. He's talking like this. And then you understand, wow, okay. The Lord is not a physical thing. He manifests for us in the form of deity. He manifests in the form of sound, as a shalagam, as a giriraj. But he is not stone. He is not made from stone. He is the life in the stone. The Supreme Lord manifests. He is consciousness, pure consciousness. He is not matter. This is a different level. Very rarely we will find such devotees. So with service to the Supreme Lord can be done with loving heart. Then you have to develop not just like a machine offering and the mantras you chant as a duty. This is a beginning level. But when you realize, when you understand, this is the Supreme, this is my Lord, He's always with me, then a loving relation or a friendly relation or a service relation in a real sense will develop. Then the doubts, he exists or not exists, they will vanish, they will go. The very service to Vishnu and Vaishnava is the highest as long as there will be no such firm faith. Till then there will be no well-being to us. That is why at first Shibika is to be served with special faith. But the service to Shibika and Shinam is to be done for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord. This we have to learn. We have to, this is not some duty I have to do, and when it's ready, I'm looking on the watch when Prasad will be, or when I will go biking, whatever they do. No. This will not go away. This is not loving service. Loving service means I am blooming. I want to serve eternally, constantly. I want to be with him. So, but the service to Shibika Harinam is not done for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord. No, but the service to Shibika and Shinam is to be done for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord. If there be any other motive, proper service will not be done. So we are praying to everyone, oh my friends, you kindly serve the Divine Lord for His pleasure, with proper Vaishnava etiquette. External appearance and well-being are not the road to the real well-being. So external appearance of some pleasure we may experience in the material world, this is not real well-being. There is no gain in dressing as artificial Narad in a theatrical party with duplicity. We do worship and chant truly for the pleasure of the Divine Lord. Only then there will be real well-being. So, naked truth. It's very rarely attained. When we're not pure in heart, when we not have the desire to become service, then Krishna will send us some. We can fulfill our external pleasure, and we will still think we are devotees. Is there any question or any comments on it? Don't be afraid. You told you choose Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada is not cheating us. He's speaking straight. Why should we not speak like him? He did not care for those who did not understand. Because those who are really sincere, they will turn, they will attract Krishna, and Krishna will send them to a proper guide to help. And if we are not sincere, then we will wander in this world. And we choose our guru as we like, because he speaks so nice to me. This is I was always attracted to. That's because my Guru Maharaj, he did not tolerate anything what goes against the Bhakti, against the Shastra. He loudly protested, "Stop!" One so-called Acharya came to visit us in Vrindavan, in our temple, Sevakunj. He came there and he glorified how many temples he had in certain countries and how he glorified himself more or less. Then Guru Maharaj looked at him and said, stop now. And Vishnu Maharaj sitting next to him said, Guru Maharaj, please don't speak so with him. Guru Maharaj could not, Srila Maharaj same, Srila Prabhupada same. They were very, of course, if you are preaching to beginners outside, it must also be pure preaching, not self-satisfaction. So otherwise it will have not much effect. There's a question more. This next one is a very nice chapter. Why can't we see Krishna? But it is a little longer. We have not time so much. But it takes some time. Oh, Sadhaka Maharaj is making his evening prasad himself today. Oh, it's late, and now I see it's still open. Can you tolerate this? Speaking of Prabhupada, it's but this is helpful. It doesn't matter, it is just what we are always free to move according to our desire. So why can't we see Krishna? Why can't we see Krishna? The answer, since Krishna is transcendental entity, he cannot be known by material knowledge. Krishna is nobody's enjoyable. He's only enjoyer. Everyone is his, and everyone is his enjoyable. Because of Krishna, aversion, our present idea is that we cannot see Godhead. There are two tendencies of Krishna's Maya. First, not allowing to see Krishna. Maya does not allow us to see Krishna. Second, removing Krishna. Only the devotee of Krishna can remove these two difficulties. So my English is not very good, but this, what is it written here? It is also not well. Yes, I have to correct some parts. Srimad Mahaprabhu says in reply to the question of the inhabitants of the village Kulina, there are three duties for jivas. First, loving service to Krishna. Second, loving service to devotees. And third, Nam Sankirtan, chanting the name of Lord together. The worshipable substance is the Godhead, the worshipper is the devotee. And the serving tendency is devotion. These three are eternal, until and unless one makes an unadulterated effort for the service of the Divine Lord, it does not become an object of realization. Mixed effort can hardly give divine realization. So out of hypocrisy, I say we are the worshippers of Vishnu, the servitors of Krishna, but in reality, we are the servants of the sense organs. The enjoyer, so long as the pure service propensity does not arise in jivas. So long as the pure service propensity does not arise in jivas, we are the servants of our senses and organs. So long as the pure service propensity does not arise in jivas, till that period it should ascertain that they do not have any proper knowledge about Krishna. Since the divine words of Govinda have not entered into our hearts, we have such a pitiable condition. Service to Krishna and service to Kashana, devotees, is the only duty of jivas. So long as we do not realize this, till such period we are deprived. Whenever we take shelter of the devotee without any duplicity, only then we may take leave of this evil idea. So the visualization of the Godhead is possible only by those who worship the Divine Lord without any break, by their eyes opened by their holy hands. One who always worships the Godhead who at every step serves the Lord by all means. Does not do anything other than the service to the Lord with all means. I don't know if this is English not going properly together. Service to such highly self-realized soul can give us pure Krishna bhajan. Service to Krishna, and can give us the vision of Krishna. Whenever the good luck of doing Hari Kirtan comes by the mercy of the spiritual master, the devotee of Krishna then Sankirtan, like Krishna protects him by removing all difficulties of an inefficient person mercifully. So an enjoying person does not see the enjoyer Lord. Whenever he comes to know himself as the enjoyable of Krishna, by the mercy of the devotee Guru, makes the service to Krishna and devotees his life. Only then, by the mercy of the Divine Lord, he visualizes the Lord. The renunciant has given up the Supreme Lord also at the times of renouncing the material life. Only the devotees visualizes the Godhead with the eyes given by the mercy of Guru. So, very easy how to see Krishna. It takes many lifetimes. We have to consider this. It is not in one lifetime or in few years. Maya will offer us all kind of pleasures or some Krishna consciousness in the name of devotion, pure devotion. But we have to be careful. So all these things will be revealed to us according to our sincerity. If you want the real thing, it is not cheap. We have to accept that there is someone on a higher position than myself. And he is controlling everything, whatever exists, is created by him, is coming from him, and it is enjoyed by him. So whatever it may be, if we want to imitate him, we will enter to the world of illusion, Maya. It will cheat us. So, anything to say? It is a strong. Tomorrow I think we have to wait until Shilashitama. Yes, who can digest it? Yeah. Even Krishna consciousness is offered to us, or God consciousness is offered to us in so many different ways. So according to our sincerity, we will choose. And in reality, real devotees, pure devotees, you will only very rarely find. Very rarely. This is reality. My thinking is not going so fast away. Something takes many lifetimes. We have to see reality. What is one lifetime? Just compare a lifetime of Lord Brahma. Who knows how many?
180,000 years.
Oh, this is half a day. Night is also this long. And he lives for 100 years approximately. So it's more than 280,000, I think. So, and we are living 100 years maximum. So what is this moment? It is a moment, this is just a blinking of eyes of Lord Brahma, if he just for imagination. And our life is gone. But we think, what is 100 lives? Oh, yes.
The Sadhaka Yuga is 1,712,000 years. In Treta Yuga, 1,296,000 years. In Dwapara Yuga, 864,000 years.
Kali Yuga 300 something, huh?
Yeah. So 71 Chatur Yuga means one Manvantar. 41 Manvantars is 1 day of Brahma.
It's a little more than 280,000. 280,000 is nothing in the life of Brahma. We're thinking 100 years here, boy, he's 80 years old man. So many lifetimes we have to go. So what is 1,000 lifetimes? Come and go, come and go, come and go. It's for us, it seems time, you know, time passing very fast. In the Satya Yuga, the time was, the living humans were living up to 100,000 years. 60,000 Valmiki was, I think, Valmiki Muni was meditating, 70,000 years. Just imagine when you were young, those who are elder from us, how long one day was. So many adventures, so many activities you did. And 1 week, it was long. Now, 1 week is just like 1 day. Today is again Monday, or is Tuesday?
Monday.
Really? So tomorrow is Sunday. No? It goes like this. It goes very fast. Kali Yuga. So the mind is pure, and at the same times you can, the day is very long. It is, but it is, time is also belongs to the illusion. It is a temporary, at the beginning and has an end. We cannot understand now, really. But 100,000 lifetimes is not much, but we need to go through all living species. We want maybe this mosquito, maybe she is happy because she doesn't have to work or whatever. Then, next life you get. Then I want to get old. Oh, this tree is staying here for 150 years. Let us become a tree, peaceful. We are just thinking of how we can find a way to enjoy. Then we get the chance of human body and we use it only for physical enjoyment. We waste time instead of getting Veda, knowledge. We never die. It's only the physical, external form. Oh, now it gets... Please excuse me if I did any offense. I just try to explain what Prabhupada says or give some, so that we may understand according to Gurudev's mercy. No question, then we close here. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nityalila Vistam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Brahmacharya Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati